everybody, my name is Kristen Swiss. I'm the fitness coordinator here over at Briarwood in Worcester. Today I'm here to record for you my strength and balance class. So if you like, you grab a set of weights, preferably one that you can handle doing 2 sets with, and we will get started. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So everybody, if you're seated, come behind your chair and we'll start our warm-up. So you're going to take both hands right behind your chair, and I'm going to turn this way, that way you can see me. You're going to take your right foot back, heel down, and send that heel down to the floor, push into the chair, and you should feel a stretch in the back of your leg. And now I want you to take that heel up, and then heel down. Now we're going to switch feet. So left foot back, heel down, getting a nice stretch in the hamstring area, calf area. And then taking that heel up, and then heel down. And then bring that foot in, arms distance away. You're going to hinge forward at the waist. You can pull off the chair. If you do, you feel a stretch in your shoulders. Send that tailbone back towards the wall, and you should feel a stretch in the back of your legs, hamstrings. And then slowly start to come up. One more time, you're going to send that tailbone back, and then slowly start to come up. I am going to leave my chair off to the side, but you guys are going to stay behind your chair. I want you to spread your feet. Both hands are by your side. Relax your shoulders down, and then just drop your chin to your chest, getting a stretch in the back of your neck. And then bringing your head center, right ear, right shoulder. And here's the key, slowly take your head center, left ear, left shoulder. And then slowly take your head center. Now you're going to turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Taking a peek over that shoulder. And then slowly bring it through center. And then you're going to take a look off to your left shoulder. And then taking a peek over that shoulder. And then slowly bringing it center. Good. All right. Hands by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, you're going to take those hands behind your back, shoulder blades together. You're going to open up the chest. You can look up at the ceiling if that feels good to you. And breathe into the chest. Open up the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then slowly release those hands right by your side. Right arm, you're going to sweep it up, reach towards the ceiling, and then side bend over towards your left. Getting a nice stretch in that side body. And then slowly taking it back center off to the right side. Once again, getting a stretch right on your left side here. And then bringing it back center one more time. Getting a nice stretch. And then off to your right. Good, bringing it center. Nice deep breath in. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, chest to the ceiling. Exhale down. This time you're going to reach your toes. Inhale up, chest to the ceiling. Exhale, you're going to forward fold, trying to reach those toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. Just whatever is available to you. And then on your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Arms are going to circle up. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, forward fold, try to reach those toes. And then next inhale, slowly come up. Arms just come right out to the side, and I want you to relax your shoulders down, and then tiny circles. reverse direction. So warming up the shoulders here, we're going to be using weights, we're going to be doing upper body strength, so we need to make sure those shoulders are all warmed up. And then bring those hands down, take those shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, down. Up, back, and down. One more. Up, back, and down, and then roll those shoulders. And then reverse direction. And then do each individual shoulder, alternate. Good. And then just bring those shoulders up, back, and down. Hands are by your side, still warming up the shoulders. Arms reach up, so we're working rotation around and down. Up, around and down. Like a beautiful snow angel. Up, around and down. Opposite direction. Around and down. Around and down. One more. Around and down. Good. All right. Hands on your hips. Circle that waist. Releasing the lower back. And then reverse direction. And you're going to slide those hips through center, hands by your side. Gentle torso twist here. So don't go crazy. Very, very slow. Very intentional. You have one more to each side. Good, and then bring that movement to a close. Now, you're gonna bring your feet in, so feet are hip distance apart. Once again, you are still behind your chair. I want you to be behind your chair because we are going up and down on your toes. So we're gonna test your balance here just slightly. Later on in class, we'll be doing some more balance, but right now we're just gonna warm up the calf muscles and test your balance a little bit. So up and down on your toes for 8, here we go. 1, and you can hold on to your chair. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Now back on your heels. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Now I want you to go up on your toes for a count of 5. So if you need to hold on to your chair, hold on to your chair. This is a balance challenge. What I like to tell you in class is find a focal point, something that doesn't move. So either look on the floor, look on the wall, something that's not moving, focus your balance on. All right, so you ready? We're going up on your toes in 3. Here we go. Up in 1, 2, 3. Up on your toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come on down. Good. So I think you all did that. We're going to go up on your toes for 10 now. Are you ready? Set. Up on your toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Very good. Now we're going up on your toes and then back on your heels. And just be careful because when you go back on your heels, it affects your balance. Here we go. It's up, down, and then back. Up, down, back. Up, down, back. One more. Up, down, and back. Nice job. All right, from here, I want you to have great posture. So I want those shoulders up, back, and down. Chin is parallel to the floor. You're gonna start marching those feet. So where your feet were on the floor when you were just standing, I want them to remain there, except you're just marching. So we're not going off to the side, we're not going forward. You're staying in that same position, so you're striking that footprint that you had made on the ground. And then try not to slump over or look up at the ceiling. You want to keep that chin parallel to the floor. So we're just warming up those legs here at a slow pace. We're not doing anything crazy. Now I want you to take your knees up. And here it's a little balance challenge, getting that knee up. And once again, you don't need to get your knee up as far as I do. If you get your knee up slightly, I'm happy with that. Just a little higher than what you would do walking. That way you can walk on a curb, walk up to a curb, or walk up a step. Good. And then bring that back to a march. Nice job. All right, from here, we're gonna bring your feet hip distance apart. Now, when I say hip distance apart, some people think their hips are this wide. They are not this wide. You're gonna bring your feet in. Your hips are right here, so your legs are in line with your hips, not out here, not out here. So feet are hip distance apart. You're gonna take your hands right to your chest. We're gonna do some squats here like we were gonna sit in a chair. You can do baby squats or you can do medium squats. I want you to put all your weight into your heels. And it's a squat, making sure that your knees don't go over your toes, and then push up through your heels. Here we go for 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Nice deep breath in, inhale up, exhale, release. All right, if you haven't gotten your weights, we're gonna get your weights and we're gonna come back and we're gonna do your strength part of the exercise. Welcome back. All right, so you're gonna grab your set of weights. You're still standing or behind your chair. If you need to sit, that's fine. But this is more of a standing exercise. But if you need to sit, you can do this in your chair too. So I want you to stand, so you have a nice base of support here. So your legs are spread, and then your hands are gonna come right to your shoulders, palms facing out. So I'm going to go over the exercise first before I start my timer. Here you have 20 seconds of work with 8 seconds of rest. So your rest time, I want you to rest those muscles. So if you need to like shake it out, go for it. So here we go. Weights are going to come right to your shoulders. Stomach muscles are tight and your feet are spread here. You're reaching up to the ceiling and then back down to your shoulders. If you need to alternate your reaches up, we're gonna do 2 sets of these. If your shoulders are bothering you, I suggest not doing this exercise. All right, here we go. Bring those weights right to your shoulders, 20 seconds, we're reaching up and then slowly down. So once again, if your shoulders are bothering you, this is not the exercise you should be doing. So maybe bicep curls you'd like to do. Here's your rest. You're gonna bring those weights down. We have another set to do. So weights are gonna come right back on top of your shoulders. You can alternate or you can do both arms. So working those back muscles, also working shoulders here. Here's your rest. All right. Bringing those feet in slightly, elbows right into your side, palms face one another. You're gonna reach towards me, and then you're gonna bring your elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So here we go. So working on back here. Here's your rest. All right, if you need to, shake it out. Elbows are gonna come right into your side again. You have round 2. Here we go. If you need to lose your weights if this gets too much. So slow out, slow in. Slow out, slow in. Here's your rest. All right, next one, I want you to spread your feet. Weights are gonna come right on top of your shoulders, palms face in. You can alternate your reach ups or both arms reaching right up towards the ceiling. So shoulder press here. Here's your rest. All right, 8 seconds of rest. Roll it out. We're going back for the second set, so weights come on top of your shoulders. Either alternate or reach. So I like to call this a gym workout because we're doing the entire upper body here. These are all the machines that we have in our gym over at Briarwood, except we're using free weights. All right, next one, bicep curls. So weights are gonna come right by your side. Palms face one another. I just don't want you to go through the motion. I want you to flex that bicep muscle and squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. So tire out that bicep muscle.
Rest.
And resting here. You have a second set. Here we go. So once again, squeezing that muscle, bicep muscle, and then release. Squeeze, release down. Here's your rest. Now I'm gonna turn around so that way you can see me. You're gonna bring your weights behind you. Arms are straight, palms face the back wall, and it's lift, lift, lift. So working the back of the arms here, your triceps. Here's your rest. All right, next one, still triceps. I want you to squeeze in and then up, and then release. Squeeze in, up, release. Squeeze, up, release. Squeeze, up, release.
Rest.
All right, now weights are gonna come in front of you, palms face in. Palms face you, sorry. And it's pull up, so pull right up to those shoulders. Elbows are wide here. Once again, slow up, slow down.
Rest.
All right, we have a second set here. So weights are gonna come in front of you, palms face you, and here we go, elbows wide.
Work.
So this entire exercise that we're doing right now, this is 9 minutes, 20 seconds. So if you need to take a break and sit in your chair, please have a break, sit in your chair.
Rest.
All right, last one for the upper body. Weights are gonna come right to your shoulders, palms face out. You're reaching towards me, and then elbows wide, so chest press here. pull out those shoulders if you need to. We're going back for round 2, and then it's lower body after this. So weights come right to your shoulders, reach towards me, back to your shoulders. Nice. Now we're going to lower body. You're still going to use your weights. I want you to spread your feet. Your feet are angled out here. Weights are going to come right to your shoulders, palms face in. You're sliding down a wall. So plie squats, working on those inner thighs. So you have 2 sets of these coming. You have lots of squats coming right now. Here's your rest. Back doing your plie squats, but this time bring your weights in front of you and squeeze those weights together and plie squats. So sliding down that imaginary wall, pushing up through your heels. Here's your rest. Now see your feet? I want your feet to face forward, so they're facing 12 and 6 o'clock. Weights are going to come right to your shoulders. You're sending your tailbone back and then pushing up through your heels. So sumo squats or wide squat here. Working on your glutes. If you need to get rid of your weights, please get rid of your weights. Here's your rest. Weights are going to come right at your chest now. Once again, that wide squat. Here we go. Sending that tailbone back. Your knees are in line with your ankles. So your knees are not going over your toes. And then pushing up through those heels. And then now you're going to bring your feet in. So feet are hip distance apart. Weights are going to come right on top of your shoulders, palms face in. So ski squat or a seated squat. So send it once again, your tailbone back. Narrow squat here. And then pushing up through those heels. And once again, those knees do not go over your toes. Good, bringing those weights together. Last of the squats. This will be the last of this exercise before you sit down. Here we go. Squat up. So after this, you can grab a drink, have a little seat, take about a minute, and then we'll go on to the next, which will be balance. Good. Nice job, everybody. Place your weights down, go grab a drink, and have a seat, and we'll be back to do balance. Welcome back. So we did upper body and lower body. Now we're going to work a little bit on balance. So if you're sitting in your chair, I need you to come behind your chair and just in case you need to hold on to it. So once you're behind your chair, I want you to bring your feet hip distance apart. You're looking straight ahead, shoulders up, back and down, abs are engaged here. I want you to look straight ahead, just holding this pose. I don't want your head to drop, and I don't want you to look up at the ceiling. Really hard posture to hold, or position to hold. This is your posture. We tend to look down at the ground all the time. So we're just practicing perfect posture here for another 10 seconds while I'm talking. And we are done. So great job doing that. Now, we're gonna work a little bit on balance. So once again, your feet are hip distance apart. Your back of your chair is for you to hold on to if you think your balance is a little off today. Some days we find our balance a little off. Some days we have perfect balance. I have them, everybody has them. So, if you need to use your chair, there's no shame in using your chair. So, up and down on your toes, we're gonna go to 5. When we get to 5, you're not gonna come down on your feet. You're gonna stay up there, and we're gonna see if you can hold your balance for 10. So, you ready? Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes 5 and you're holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Shake it out. Great job. All right, now we're gonna be doing a little side leg extension, working on the hip area, outer hip area. So right leg, I want you to extend out to the side. Your toe is gonna hit the floor. This is not an exercise where I wanna see everybody's leg get really high up. It's just slow down, tiny up, tiny down here. So, holding on to your chair if you need to. If you want to practice your balance, that foot never hits the floor, okay? And then your hands are off your chair if you're practicing balance. So we're going up and down for 8. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one 8, and then bring that foot down and then shake it out. So now we're gonna test your balance on that side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you bring your right leg out to the side. You're gonna bring your right leg up. I'm gonna count to 5, see if you can hold that balance. Once again, I want you to find your focal point, something that doesn't move. This time, if you need to look at the floor, you can look at the floor. So, right leg out to the side. Here we go. You're gonna hold your balance for 5, lifting up that foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that leg down. All right, we have to do the left. And before we go to the left, I wanna let you know once again that 2 sides are different. So, your right side may be more, maybe stronger, your left side may be stronger. You may have balance more on one side than the other. So just be aware of that. So left leg out to the side. Here we go, up and down for 8. If you want to practice your balance, that foot never hits the floor. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one 8. Bring that foot down. All right. Now we're going to test your balance with that foot just out to the side. So left leg comes right out to the side. If you need to hold on to your chair, I want you to hold on to your chair. Left leg comes up and you're holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that leg down. Nice job. All right. Now, let's come to the side of your chair. And if your chair is facing forward, I want you to bring your chair so that it's facing sideways. That way you can hold on to the back of the chair. Right foot, I want you to take a step forward. So when I say take a step forward, sometimes in class I see a little step like this. I really want you to pretend that you're stepping over, I don't know, like a puddle or something outside. So you're taking a big step forward, but both feet are flat on the floor here. So, big step forward, and you have your chair to hold on to it. I want you to face forward, chin parallel to the floor. You're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back. You have equal weight on both feet here. Now I want you to see if you can come up on your back toe. So a little more balance here. And if that's not possible or you need to hold on to your chair, please hold on to your chair. or just keep it on flat feet. And then bring that foot down, and then see that right foot, I want you to take it back to meet your left. Now, we're gonna take that left foot forward, and just remember what I told you before, two sides are different. So big step forward with your left foot here, so that there's space in between your feet. You're on railroad tracks here. Looking straight ahead, equal weight on both feet. And then see if you can come up on your back toe here. And if you need to, hold on to your chair. And then come back onto your back foot. And then bring that left foot in to meet your right foot. Good job. All right. Last of the balance exercises. So I want you to turn your chair back around. I'm going to come in front of mine, that way you can see it. Right foot, I want you to take it back. So your toe is hitting the floor. You're holding onto your chair. So this, pretend my chair is in front of me. You're bringing your foot up and down, working on a one-legged balance here. Hands are on your chair. If you want to take your hands off as you lift your toe up, go for it. If not, just hold on to your chair and lift that toe up and off the floor. Here we go for 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Good. And then I want you to shake that out. And we're going to test your balance here. So, right toe hits the floor. I want you to find your focal point, something that doesn't move again. And you're going to bring that foot up, and we're going to hold that balance for a count of 3. Are you ready? Set. Lift that foot up for 1, 2, 3, and then bring it down. We're going to go to the left side. So, left toe now hits the floor. And just remember, two sides are different. We're going to lift that foot up and off the floor for a count of 6, or up and down for 6. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. Now we're going to see if you can hold your balance for a count of 3. If you need to, hold on to your chair, and here we go. Lift that foot up for 1, 2, 3, and then bring it down. Nice job. All right, so now I want you to come in front of your chair. So we're going to practice sitting in the chair, getting in and out of your chair. So feet are hip distance apart. If you need to, you can use your hands. If you don't need to, that's great too. So I'm not going to use my hands. We're going to sit down in your chair like there's a big cherry pie in your chair. So you're not going to plop down and the cherry pie is going to go all over the place. You're going to carefully sit in your chair. And make sure you sit in your chair and not on the floor. Okay? So you ready? Carefully sit in your chair. Good. Now, feet are flat on the floor. You're at the edge of your chair. We're going to get up out of your chair now. If you need to use the arms of your chair, that is fantastic. Like I've told you in class, using your tricep muscles. So when you get up, you're using your triceps. If you don't need to use your hands, that is fantastic too. You can get out of the chair not using your hands. So, whatever way you prefer, I want you to do it. So, you ready? Up out of your chair. Nice job. All right. We're going back down in your chair, and you're sitting down in your chair, and we're going to stay there. So here we go. We're sitting down in your chair, making sure that you hit your chair. All right. Now, we're going to work on core. So, cross your hands across your chest. Stomach muscles are tight. Feet are flat on the floor here. I want you to tuck your chin, and it's a curl of the spine. Here we go for 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. All right, so you're going to bring your hands right behind your head, and if you want to, you can bring your right knee up. So you are crunching, we're working on lower and upper abs here. We're actually working on the entire ab section. 4, 6, right knee comes up and here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. We're doing the left side for 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6, and then bring those hands down. We have one more ab exercise. Actually, I lied. We're gonna have 2 more ab exercises. So, next one, hands behind your head. Elbows are nice and wide here. This time, we're going across the body. So, working on those obliques. Your knee does not have to touch your elbow. So, we're alternating here for a count of 10. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Now, I want you to sit back in your chair like you're going to go to sleep, but you're not going to go to sleep here. You're going to bring your feet flat on the floor and stomach muscles are tight. I'll give you 2 options here. It's either alternate lifting your legs or lifting your legs up and down. So I'm going to choose the second one, but if you have lower back issues, I want you to alternate your feet. So we're doing this for a count of 8. Stomach muscles are tight, and here we go. It's lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Nice job. Bring those feet down, and you're going to sit right at the edge of your chair. You guys did a great job. We're going to be working on your cool down now. So, feet are flat on the floor. Hands are right by your side. Nice deep breath in. Inhale up, stretch out those abdominals, and then exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. This time you're going to take your forward fold. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold, reaching those toes. Nice deep breath into that lower back. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Arms are going to circle up. We're going to take a twist here. So your left hand is going to go to your right thigh. Your right arm is going to come to the arm of the chair. Look over your shoulder, take a twist. Inhale slowly, you're going to come through center. Exhale, other side. So right hand, left thigh, left arm, arm in the chair. Taking a peek over that shoulder. Inhale slowly, come through center. Exhale, forward fold, reaching those toes. Nice deep breath into that lower back. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Arms are going to come right out to the side. Big inhale, arms go back, open up the chest. Exhale, right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right elbow. Give yourself a, pull that shoulder in, getting a stretch in your shoulder. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, you're going to open up those arms, open up the chest. Exhale, other side. So left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left elbow. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Stretching out the triceps, right hand, right shoulder, left hand, right elbow. Just lifting up that elbow slightly, feeling a stretch in your tricep. And then release that. Other side, left hand, left shoulder, right hand, left elbow. Nice job, and then release that. Stretching out the legs, right leg is going to extend out, flex that foot is on the floor. Slide on down, either you reach your thigh, your knee, your shin, or your feet, getting a nice stretch here. And then slowly start to come up, flex and point. And then circle that ankle, reverse direction. And then we're gonna slide that foot in. Left leg now, you're gonna extend out, flex that foot, place it on the floor, and then slide on down, see if you can reach your toes. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then slowly start to come up, flex and point. And then circle that ankle, reverse direction. And then you're gonna slide that foot in. All right, hands are gonna come right by your side. Relax your shoulders, drop your chin to your chest. And then head comes center. We're gonna take your left ear, left shoulder. And then slowly taking your head center the other side. And then taking your head center. Right arm reaches up, side bend over to your left. And this time we're gonna sweep that arm through. So it's up, over, and sweep. Up, over, sweep that arm through. Last one, up, over, and sweep. And then bring that hand right by your side. Left arm reaches up, side bend over to your right. And then we're gonna sweep that arm through. So it's up, over, sweep. Up, over, sweep. Last one, up, over, and sweep. Nice deep breath in, inhale up, exhale down. Now take those hands right by your side, shoulders up, back, down, up, back, and down, up, back, and down, and then roll those shoulders. And then reverse direction. All right, hands by your side. You have 3 big breaths, and then you are done. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down.